Yo, you are not gonna believe this. Rap fans everywhere are in shock right now because Kendrick Lamar, yes, the king himself, just reportedly lost an entire album, and we're talking millions of streams and hours of work gone. Sources are whispering behind the scenes that this wasn't just a minor glitch or a tech hiccup. This was a full-on digital disaster, and emotions are running wild in the music world. People are saying Kendrick was hours away from dropping what could have been the most iconic album of the year when suddenly, poof, just like that, every track vanished. Fans took to social media immediately, flooding Twitter with disbelief, memes, and frantic calls for answers. The reactions? Pure chaos. Some are accusing the label of sabotage, while others are hinting at inside leaks that might have caused the wipe. But here's where it gets really juicy. Rumor has it that Kendrick himself confronted his team, and emotions ran high. There are whispers of heated arguments, slammed doors, and maybe even a few tears behind closed studio doors. Friends close to Kendrick are saying he's devastated and fuming, and fans are split, some blaming tech, others blaming industry politics. Imagine spending years on your art, pouring your soul into every lyric, and then watching it disappear overnight. That's not just a loss, that's a cinematic-level tragedy in the rap game. And while the internet explodes with speculation, no one knows what really happened. Was it a hacker, a server crash, or something even deeper that the labels don't want us to know? Today, we're diving deep into all the rumors, the drama, and the behind-the-scenes chaos surrounding Kendrick Lamar's mysterious album deletion. Buckle up because things are about to get wild. Fans are desperate for answers, and we might be the first to connect the dots. The music world is in total shock right now. Kendrick Lamar, the Pulitzer Prize-winning, Grammy-drenched lyrical genius, is reportedly facing what could be one of the biggest crises in modern hip-hop history. Word on the street is that Kendrick's entire new album, yes, the one fans have been dying to hear, is mysteriously gone. Deleted, vanished, completely erased from every known digital platform. Social media exploded the second the news started leaking, with fans tweeting, reposting, and literally begging for answers. Some called it unbelievable, others called it a nightmare, and everyone agreed on one thing: this is unheard of. Sources close to the situation say Kendrick had been in the final stages of preparing the album for release. Months, maybe even years, of writing, recording, and producing every track meticulously, all crafted to be the next defining moment in his career. But then, something went terribly wrong. Insider whispers suggest there was a critical server crash at the label's headquarters, or maybe worse, a potential leak that caused the files to be wiped. No one is confirming anything officially yet, but the speculation alone has sent the fan base into complete frenzy. "I can't believe this is happening," one fan tweeted. "Kendrick is literally the last person who should have to go through this." Fans flooded forums, Reddit threads, and Instagram, all piecing together every snippet of information, every cryptic story from people claiming to be insiders. The tension is palpable. Kendrick's name has become the epicenter of one of the most chaotic music scandals in recent memory, and nobody knows what's real versus what's rumor. But let's take it a step further. According to a few unverified sources, emotions in Kendrick's inner circle have been running high. Imagine, you pour your soul into every lyric, perfect every beat, you're ready to share your art with the world, and suddenly, it's gone. The reports describe heated studio confrontations between Kendrick and his label executives. Doors were slammed. Voices were raised. People close to him say he stormed out of the office in disbelief, and that his usual calm demeanor was replaced with visible frustration and anger. Fans online were quick to jump in, of course. Some blamed tech errors, claiming, "It's the digital age, anything can happen." Others took the drama further, speculating that there might even be foul play involved. Could this be sabotage? Could a competitor or a rogue insider be responsible? Social media users quickly began to hypothesize, with threads discussing everything from accidental deletions to industry politics gone too far. And, of course, memes were everywhere. One went viral showing Kendrick staring at a blank laptop screen with the caption, "When you're about to drop history, but the internet eats it first." Meanwhile, industry professionals are reportedly whispering that this isn't just a simple mistake. There are hints that the album deletion might have exposed some messy, behind-the-scenes dynamics at Kendrick's label. Was there tension over creative direction? Did someone have a hidden agenda? We may never know the truth, but what's clear is that emotions have been running hotter than ever. Kendrick's team is described as being on edge, with meetings happening late into the night, phone calls flying back and forth, and advisors scrambling to find a solution before the story spirals out of control. Adding another layer to the drama, some insiders claim that Kendrick himself is reconsidering everything. After years of building anticipation for this album, seeing it disappear overnight could change how he approaches music in the future. One source said, "He's always been meticulous, but this is personal. This isn't just about lost files, it's about trust, control, and artistry. He's questioning who he can really rely on." That kind of vulnerability from a global superstar has fans reeling. For many, Kendrick represents not just incredible talent, but honesty and authenticity in hip-hop. Watching him go through a potential career shakeup like this makes the drama feel almost cinematic. And the reactions from other artists? Rumors are circulating that names like J. Cole, Drake, and even younger rising stars have reached out privately. Some are offering support, others are reportedly curious about the technical chaos behind the scenes. Social media chatter suggests that some artists are genuinely shocked, questioning how an entire album can disappear without a trace in 2025, an era when digital backups are supposed to be foolproof. The speculation alone is fueling endless discussion, with conspiracy theories, tech blame, and even hints of industry sabotage bouncing around everywhere. Even more dramatic is the family angle. Sources whisper that Kendrick's relatives are involved in trying to calm him down and protect him from making rash decisions. But emotions are high, and the family is said to be divided. Some reportedly think he should just move on and record the album again, while others are convinced he should hold the label accountable before doing anything. This internal conflict adds another layer to the story, making it more than just a tech disaster. It's personal, emotional, and deeply human. Fans have responded in the only way they know how, creating trending hashtags, demanding answers, and flooding news outlets. One fan wrote, "Kendrick Lamar's career deserves better than this. We need answers now." Another joked, "If someone hacked Kendrick's album, they're going to regret it." Social media is now ablaze with commentary, memes, fan art, and theories, making this not just a music story, but a full-blown viral phenomenon. And just when you thought it couldn't get any wilder, insiders claim there's a mysterious backup file somewhere, though its existence hasn't been verified. Some say it's in the hands of a high-level engineer at the label, who may be trying to restore it before news spreads further. Others hint that it might have been corrupted or even purposefully hidden. Fans are holding their collective breath, desperate for any sign that the album might resurface. The suspense is killing the internet. Every hour, new rumors appear, and every rumor is more dramatic than the last. This is exactly the kind of story that shakes the industry to its core. Kendrick Lamar, a living legend whose influence spans decades, facing a crisis that could rival any scandal in hip-hop history. It's personal, it's professional, it's emotional, and it's unfolding in real time, with fans, artists, and the media all watching as the mystery deepens. In short, the entire music world is holding its breath. Questions are piling up faster than answers. How did this happen? Is the album really gone forever? Who, if anyone, is responsible? And perhaps most importantly, how will Kendrick respond to this nightmare scenario? The drama isn't over yet. In fact, this is just the beginning. Emotions are running high, insiders are talking, fans are demanding transparency, and the rumors aren't slowing down. Kendrick Lamar's lost album isn't just a story. It's a full-blown saga, with twists, turns, and mysteries that could take weeks, maybe months, to untangle. The story of Kendrick Lamar's lost album only gets wilder as insiders spill more details. Sources close to the studio claim that the moment the deletion happened, the atmosphere turned absolutely chaotic. Engineers reportedly scrambled, trying to recover files while Kendrick stood nearby, pacing and visibly frustrated. One insider allegedly said, "It was like watching a storm." Kendrick was asking questions, demanding answers, but everyone was frozen. No one knew what to do. Imagine years of meticulous work tracks perfected down to the smallest beat, lyrics rewritten dozens of times, all disappearing in a digital instant. The tension in the room was so thick you could almost feel it through social media. Adding fuel to the fire, some industry whispers hint that there might have been friction between Kendrick and his label executives prior to this disaster. Sources allege that there were disagreements over release strategy, creative control, and marketing decisions. Now, some fans are speculating that this deletion could have been intentional, an extreme form of sending a message in the music industry. Others, however, insist it was simply a catastrophic tech error, one of those rare digital mishaps that seems impossible in an age of cloud backups. Either way, emotions reportedly ran high, with Kendrick allegedly confronting executives directly in the studio. The social media reaction has been relentless. Fans flooded Twitter with messages ranging from despair to wild speculation. One viral tweet read, "Kendrick Lamar's album just got deleted and the internet lost its mind. This is the darkest timeline." Reddit threads exploded with theories. Some claimed hackers were responsible, while others suggested an inside job by someone at the label. Memes have been circulating nonstop, with everything from exaggerated crying faces to memes comparing the situation to iconic movie disasters. The fandom's creativity is on full display, turning Kendrick's misfortune into viral content in real time. Meanwhile, fellow artists are reportedly in contact behind the scenes. Rumors claim that J. Cole reached out to Kendrick personally, offering support and brainstorming ways to recover the lost material. Drake allegedly expressed his shock on a private call, while other names, including Travis Scott and Baby Keem, were supposedly checking in, concerned not just about the lost music, but about Kendrick's mental state. These behind-the-scenes interactions add yet another layer of drama, turning a tech mishap into an interpersonal, high-stakes narrative that feels almost cinematic. Adding to the suspense, insiders are hinting at a possible backup that could save the album, but nobody is confirming its existence. Some say it might be stored in a secure, encrypted drive controlled by a trusted engineer, while others speculate that even if the files exist, they could be corrupted. The uncertainty is driving fans absolutely crazy. Every rumor, no matter how small, spreads like wildfire. One particularly intriguing theory is that Kendrick might have intentionally held back some tracks, anticipating that certain digital platforms could leak his music prematurely. If true, this would mean the deletion could have been partly strategic, adding yet another twist to the saga. And while fans are desperate for answers, the label has remained unusually quiet. No official statements have been released, which has only added to the speculation. Some insiders claim that executives are torn between damage control and transparency, unsure how much to reveal without escalating the situation further. This silence has created the perfect storm for conspiracy theories. People are debating everything. Was this a mistake, a sabotage, a tech glitch, or a carefully orchestrated move to create hype for the eventual release? Every angle seems plausible when emotions are this high. On top of that, the personal toll on Kendrick is reportedly significant. Friends and close associates describe him as distraught but determined, someone who has always taken his art seriously and views music as more than just a career. It's his life. Witnesses claim he's been in constant meetings, reviewing every technical detail, questioning every decision, and ensuring that this never happens again. He's reportedly even consulting cybersecurity experts and IT specialists to prevent future disasters. The idea that one of the most meticulous artists in the world could have his work vanish overnight is almost unbearable for fans and insiders alike. The drama doesn't stop there. Rumors about potential leaks are circulating, suggesting that snippets of the lost album might have surfaced online, though nothing has been verified. Fans are combing social media, TikTok, and obscure music forums in search of any trace of the tracks. Some say they've heard whispers of unreleased songs, while others warn that these are likely fake. The uncertainty has only fueled speculation and engagement online, turning this story into a full-blown viral phenomenon. Every click, every comment, and every post seems to feed the chaos. Family members close to Kendrick are reportedly playing a role in helping him navigate this crisis. But even there, tensions have reportedly flared. Some family members are allegedly urging him to start the album over, while others suggest holding the label accountable first. Sources say this has created emotional friction, adding yet another layer of intensity to an already dramatic situation. The narrative isn't just about lost music. It's about trust, relationships, and loyalty, both personal and professional. And let's not forget the fans. Social media trends have exploded, with hashtags like Bring Back Kendrick, Deleted Album Drama, and Where is Kendrick trending worldwide. Fans are demanding answers, expressing solidarity, and speculating endlessly. Some have even begun creating fan art depicting Kendrick standing amidst a digital wasteland, symbolizing the lost tracks. Others are tweeting directly at him, pleading for insight, reassurance, or even just acknowledgement. The emotional energy from the fan base has turned this incident into a full-scale cultural event. Adding to the intrigue, some insiders suggest that the lost album might have included collaborations with other major artists. Names like SZA, The Weeknd, and even Kanye West have been whispered in connection to the project. If true, the deletion could have far-reaching effects beyond Kendrick himself, potentially impacting multiple release schedules and collaborative efforts across the industry. The stakes are astronomical, and the rumor mill is working overtime. As the story continues to unfold, one thing is clear: emotions are running hotter than ever. Kendrick is reportedly determined not to let this disaster define him, but the emotional weight is undeniable. Studio staff are said to be walking on eggshells, and insiders claim that the label is scrambling to find solutions while avoiding further public backlash. The situation has become a perfect storm of artistry, technology, and human drama, keeping fans and the media hooked at every turn. Meanwhile, online communities are actively analyzing every tiny detail. Some fans claim to have noticed suspicious posts from engineers and insiders hinting at recovery efforts. Others are dissecting old interviews with Kendrick, searching for clues about tracks that may have existed on the lost album. The speculation is relentless, making the story evolve in real time, fueled by social media, rumors, and the collective obsession of a global fan base. And as if the pressure wasn't already high enough, whispers have emerged suggesting that Kendrick's team may be considering legal action against whoever, or whatever, is responsible for the deletion. While unconfirmed, these reports have only escalated the drama. Lawyers, tech experts, and music industry insiders are allegedly now involved, adding another layer of high-stakes tension to the story. Fans are watching every development, knowing that any new detail could shift the narrative entirely. In short, of Kendrick Lamar's lost album saga is filled with chaos, emotional upheaval, and endless speculation. The studio drama, fan reactions, artist interactions, and potential leaks have created a perfect storm that has captivated the music world. No one knows exactly what happened, how it will resolve, or whether the album can ever be recovered. The tension, the suspense, and the high-stakes nature of this incident make it one of the most dramatic stories in modern hip-hop history. As the saga of Kendrick Lamar's lost album unfolds, the situation has become increasingly tangled, with rumors and speculations spinning out of control. Sources close to the matter claim that, following the deletion, Kendrick has been tirelessly reviewing every possible angle to understand what went wrong. Friends say he has been working around the clock, calling engineers, producers, and even cybersecurity experts, determined to recover the album before any of it leaks or disappears for good. The emotional toll is reportedly immense, with Kendrick described as both frustrated and devastated, yet stubbornly determined to regain control of his work. Rumors are now swirling about possible sabotage. Some insiders suggest that the deletion may not have been accidental at all. Whispers in the industry point to creative differences between Kendrick and certain label executives. Allegedly, some individuals at the label were unhappy with the direction of the album, and tensions had been simmering behind closed doors for months. Could someone have intentionally wiped the files as a form of punishment or leverage? While there's no concrete evidence, the speculation has fans in a frenzy, sparking heated debates online and creating endless theories. Social media has, of course, amplified the drama. Fans on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Reddit are dissecting every rumor, every snippet of insider chatter, and even old interviews for hints. Some claim they've noticed mysterious Instagram posts from producers, hinting that things are being restored, while others warn that these could be intentional distractions. Memes comparing Kendrick to a digital tragic hero, standing amidst empty studio screens, the lost album haunting him, are spreading like wildfire. The fandom's energy has transformed this incident into a viral spectacle, with every new rumor sparking fresh discussion. Meanwhile, other artists are reportedly reacting behind the scenes. Sources allege that J. Cole reached out to Kendrick, expressing concern not just for the lost music, but for the emotional weight of the situation. Drake is said to have sent a private message expressing disbelief, while emerging stars like Baby Keem and SZA have allegedly checked in as well, offering support and ideas to help recover the project. These private interactions have fueled further speculation, with fans wondering whether the album might eventually include collaborations that could still see the light of day. Adding another layer of suspense, insiders claim that a mysterious backup file may exist, but it's not straightforward. Some reports suggest that the backup could be corrupted, while others hint that it might be locked behind high-level encryption controlled by a trusted engineer. There are even whispers that Kendrick may have multiple versions of certain tracks scattered across different systems, some of which might be inaccessible due to legal or technical restrictions. The uncertainty has turned this situation into a real-life thriller, with fans eagerly scanning the web for any hint that the album might reappear. The label, meanwhile, is reportedly navigating a delicate balancing act. Officially, there has been no comment on the deletion, fueling even more speculation. Insiders say executives are concerned about public perception and legal ramifications, with some allegedly recommending a quiet approach while others argue for immediate transparency. This internal conflict within the label reportedly mirrors the tension that Kendrick himself is feeling. Frustration over the loss of control, anxiety about public response, and determination to protect his artistry. Meanwhile, family and close friends are reportedly involved in trying to provide emotional support. Sources say there have been tense discussions about the best way forward, whether Kendrick should attempt to reconstruct the album, demand accountability, or wait for a potential recovery. Some family members reportedly encourage a calm approach, emphasizing mental health and creative integrity, while others allegedly push for a more aggressive response toward the label. This internal dynamic adds yet another layer of tension to an already dramatic scenario. Fan reactions continue to dominate the narrative. The hashtags Bring Back Kendrick, Deleted Album, and Kendrick Drama have been trending worldwide for days. Thousands of fans are sharing theories, screenshots, and even alleged leaks in the hope of uncovering clues. Some fans claim to have spotted studio-related posts or mysterious deleted tweets, interpreting them as hints about the album's potential recovery. Others are convinced that this incident is more than just an accident, that someone deliberately interfered with Kendrick's work. The uncertainty and intrigue have turned the fandom into a global detective network, dissecting every small piece of information. Some reports even suggest that the lost album may have included previously unannounced collaborations with high-profile artists. Names like The Weeknd, Travis Scott, and even Kanye West have been thrown into the mix by unverified sources. If true, the deletion could have wider implications than just Kendrick's personal work, potentially impacting release plans for other artists and creating cascading effects across the music industry. Fans are understandably hyped by the possibility, speculating about what tracks might have existed and who might have contributed. Every new rumor only fuels the frenzy, keeping the story alive in the public consciousness. Industry insiders have also hinted at potential legal ramifications. While no lawsuits have been publicly filed, there are whispers that Kendrick's team may be exploring legal action to recover the lost material or hold responsible parties accountable. Some insiders speculate that the label could face serious consequences if negligence or intentional interference is proven. These whispers have fans speculating about court battles, industry feuds, and even public confrontations. The idea that this could evolve from a tech disaster into a high-stakes legal drama adds yet another level of suspense. In addition, The emotional and professional strain on Kendrick is reportedly intense. Sources close to him say that he's pushing himself to continue creating despite the setback, using the loss as motivation to experiment with new sounds and approaches. One insider claimed, "Kendrick is devastated, but he's also channeling that pain into his artistry. This could end up being a turning point in his career." That tension between loss and creativity, frustration and determination has added a layer of emotional depth to the story that fans are following obsessively. Rumors about hackers or external interference have also begun circulating. Some suggest that a rogue tech insider might have gained access to the label's servers, deliberately deleting or corrupting the files. Others argue that it's more likely a technical glitch exacerbated by human error. Regardless of the cause, fans are fascinated by the mystery, discussing theories late into the night, posting speculative screenshots, and debating the plausibility of each scenario. Every new tidbit of information, whether verified or not, fuels the ongoing speculation, making this one of the most talked about stories in modern music. Meanwhile, some insiders hint that Kendrick may already be thinking about how to rebuild. Sources claim he has started brainstorming new ideas and may even record entirely new tracks while simultaneously trying to salvage the lost album. This dual approach, recovery and reinvention, has fans both anxious and excited. Social media is filled with predictions about what the final product might look like, with some theorizing that the album could end up better than ever due to the emotional intensity of this situation. The fan base, however, remains divided. Some are patient, hoping for a complete recovery, while others express frustration and fear that the album may never surface. Arguments have broken out online, with fans debating whether the deleted tracks were ever truly finished, whether this was a publicity stunt, or whether Kendrick will ultimately start fresh. The intensity of the discussion has made this story feel like more than just a lost album. It's become a cultural event, with fans deeply invested in the outcome. Adding to the drama, some sources suggest that the album deletion may have exposed tensions between Kendrick and collaborators. Rumors claim that certain producers and engineers may have been frustrated with the handling of the project, creating additional friction behind the scenes. Whether these reports are accurate or not, the narrative of internal conflict has only added fuel to the fire, making fans even more eager to uncover the truth. In short, of Kendrick Lamar's lost album saga expands the drama exponentially. We see potential sabotage, fan theories, behind-the-scenes conflicts, mysterious backups, and emotional strain on the artist himself. The combination of technical mishaps, personal stakes, and industry intrigue has created a situation that feels more like a high-stakes thriller than a music industry story. Fans, fellow artists, and insiders alike are glued to every development, waiting to see how Kendrick navigates this unprecedented crisis. As the saga of Kendrick Lamar's lost album continues, the tension and speculation have reached an all-time high. Sources close to the rapper claim that in the days following the deletion, the atmosphere around him has been a mixture of chaos, determination, and raw emotion. Friends say Kendrick has been locked in his studio for hours on end, combing through every possible backup system, contacting engineers, and analyzing every track he thought he had lost. One insider reportedly said, "Kendrick is not just upset, he's laser-focused. This is personal. He's treating it like a mission to recover every single piece of his art." Fans have picked up on this, speculating that the energy and emotion behind this crisis may ultimately fuel some of his most powerful work yet. Rumors about the label's involvement have only intensified. Industry insiders suggest that some executives may have underestimated the impact of the deletion on both Kendrick and his fanbase. Allegedly, internal debates have erupted about how to handle the crisis publicly. Some executives are said to be pushing for a quiet, behind-the-scenes recovery effort, while others allegedly believe transparency and a public statement might calm the fans. The lack of official communication has only fueled online speculation, leading to endless theories about sabotage, tech failures, and even deliberate manipulation of Kendrick's creative output. Social media has, predictably, exploded. Fans across Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and TikTok are sharing every piece of information, every screenshot, and every rumor they can find. Hashtags like Kendrick Lost, Deleted Album Drama, and Where is Kendrick are trending worldwide. Memes have been posted nonstop, from exaggerated depictions of Kendrick mourning in a digital wasteland to dramatic scenes of record labels playing with fire. Fans are creating artwork, videos, and even mock documentaries about the situation, demonstrating how deeply this story has permeated pop culture. Insiders also claim that discussions with collaborators have been ongoing. Some reports suggest that artists rumored to feature on the album, including SZA, Baby Keem, and possibly The Weeknd, have been privately reaching out, expressing both concern and excitement. If true, these interactions indicate that the Lost album may not just be a personal loss for Kendrick, but a broader industry disruption affecting multiple artists and projects. The suspense of whether these collaborations will ever see the light of day adds yet another layer of drama. Meanwhile, whispers of a potential backup have persisted. Sources suggest that a high-level engineer may have secured a version of the album, but the file is reportedly encrypted and possibly corrupted. Some speculate that recovery efforts could take weeks or even months. Others hint that certain tracks might be irretrievably lost. Fans have been dissecting every post from Kendrick's team, trying to determine if hints about the album's status are being subtly dropped. Every new rumor creates waves, keeping this story alive and constantly evolving. Adding to the tension, some insiders claim that the deletion has sparked significant emotional and creative pressure on Kendrick. Friends close to him reportedly say that he is haunted by the loss of his work, yet also motivated to push forward, potentially creating new music inspired by this setback. One source allegedly stated, "Kendrick is turning anger and frustration into art. If he can recover the album, it might be stronger than ever. But even if he can't, he's using this experience to fuel his next moves." This emotional duality, grief for what's lost and determination to create anew, adds a compelling human element to the story, making it resonate deeply with fans. Meanwhile, fan speculation has reached fever pitch. Reddit threads are overflowing with theories ranging from accidental deletion to high-level sabotage. Some fans are convinced that the album never actually existed in a finalized form, while others believe it was complete and meticulously mastered. Discussions about potential leaks, mysterious file transfers, and insider posts have turned into an online frenzy, with followers acting as amateur detectives, piecing together fragments of information in real time. Some are convinced the album could be partially recovered, while others fear it's gone forever. The emotional toll on Kendrick's inner circle is reportedly significant as well. Sources say his family and close friends have been involved in long discussions about how to handle the situation. Some reportedly argue for starting over completely, while others allegedly suggest holding the label accountable first. These internal debates highlight that the crisis isn't just about missing music. It's about trust, loyalty, and the artist's control over his creative vision. The stakes are high on every level, from emotional well-being to industry reputation. Adding another twist, rumors have emerged suggesting that legal experts may be exploring the possibility of holding the label accountable for negligence. While unconfirmed, these whispers have fueled speculation that this situation could escalate into a high-profile dispute, potentially spilling into public view. Fans are closely monitoring every development, imagining everything from court battles to dramatic public statements. The idea that a technical disaster could turn into a full-blown industry confrontation has only amplified interest and speculation. Meanwhile, there's the question of timing. Some insiders hint that Kendrick may be considering releasing some new content to maintain momentum, even as he tries to recover the lost album. Others suggest he might take this opportunity to completely reinvent the project, turning the disaster into a strategic advantage. Social media is ablaze with predictions about what could happen next. Will Kendrick rebuild the album track by track? Will he scrap the project entirely and start fresh? Will leaked snippets surface, fueling even more drama? No one knows, and that uncertainty is keeping fans glued to every update. The story has also taken on an almost cinematic quality. Reported heated arguments with label executives, intense late-night studio sessions, and private calls with collaborators have created a narrative reminiscent of a thriller. Fans have latched onto every leaked detail, crafting a storyline of tension, suspense, and potential resolution. The drama has transcended music itself, turning into a cultural event where the stakes feel as high as any blockbuster film. Some insider rumors even suggest that the situation has prompted Kendrick to rethink how he approaches music distribution and security. Sources say he's reportedly consulting top cybersecurity experts and exploring new strategies for protecting his creative output. This could signal a shift in how major artists approach digital music management, making the incident not only dramatic, but potentially influential for the entire industry. Fans and media alike are watching closely, knowing that whatever Kendrick does next could set a precedent for other artists. And yet, despite all the drama, the human element remains central. Friends and family reportedly say that Kendrick has been emotionally strained, but resolute. He's devastated, yes, but also determined to turn this into something productive, one source allegedly shared. The narrative of loss, frustration, and creative resilience has struck a chord with fans, creating a shared emotional experience. The story isn't just about lost tracks, it's about artistry, vulnerability, and the pressures of being one of the most influential musicians in the world. Finally, the mystery continues to deepen. Will the album be recovered? Will Kendrick release new material in response? Could there be hidden tracks or encrypted backups waiting to resurface? Every rumor, every insider tip, and every fan theory adds a new layer to this ongoing drama. What started as a potential technical disaster has evolved into a sprawling, multi-layered saga involving emotions, industry politics, fan speculation, and even legal intrigue. Fans are captivated, artists are watching closely, and the music world is holding its breath. The Kendrick Lamar lost album story has become more than just a music incident, it's a cultural phenomenon. The combination of personal stakes, potential sabotage, fan obsession, and industry intrigue has created one of the most dramatic moments in modern hip-hop. And while the ultimate resolution remains unknown, the story has already left an indelible mark on fans, collaborators, and the broader music industry. So here we are, fam, Kendrick Lamar's lost album saga has officially taken the internet by storm. Millions of fans are left questioning what really happened, speculating about sabotage, tech failures, or even mysterious insider interference. The studio chaos, heated confrontations, emotional breakdowns, and whispers of a secret backup have created a story that feels straight out of a movie. But it's real life, unfolding right before our eyes. From fellow artists reaching out in support to fans dissecting every clue online, the world is collectively holding its breath, waiting for answers. The truth is, nobody knows exactly what will happen next. Will Kendrick recover the album in full? Will he rebuild it from scratch, turning this setback into his most iconic project yet? Or will some tracks be lost forever, leaving fans with only rumors and speculation? Whatever happens, one thing is clear. This drama has shaken the music world and reminded us all just how much pressure and vulnerability come with being a true legend in the rap game. Now it's your turn, fam. What do you think happened to Kendrick's lost album? Was it an accident, sabotage, or just a tech nightmare gone wrong? Drop your theories in the comments. We want to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to smash that like button if you've been following this story, and hit subscribe to stay updated on every twist and turn as this saga unfolds. Trust us, you won't want to miss what's coming next. The Kendrick Lamar lost album drama is far from over, and we'll be right here breaking down every shocking moment as it happens.